Well, hello there, Internet friends. We're back on the battlefields of 1944 here in Steel Division 2. We are going to be playing as Fallschirm-Panzer Hermann Göring. For our initial setup, you can see where I've spread my units out. We've got a lot of Ersatztruppen, heavy machine guns, and Pak 38s. I also brought in a FlaK 3788 to deal with heavier units here. We have a friendly group backing us up of ski Jaegers. And actually, there's two different teams here. This guy's just brought in a ton of MG42s. Interesting. So we'll have plenty of MG42s to spare. Our first guy set up on the line, though, getting spotted immediately and taking fire. Will the rest of the trucks make it out? We've got two AT guns here trying to get set up, and I'm trying to move everyone into position. But these M8s are moving incredibly fast into our position here. And right now, everyone here on the right road getting pinned down while the Command M8 coming in to try and surrender us. And he manages to surrender 3 units right as he gets destroyed. That didn't seem too fair, game, but okay. That's fine. It's just 50mm AT guns. So we've got these two set up on the road that were supposed to be up here. And then we've got our 88 back here. As with Murphy's Law, we had a plan and it went to shit, so now we got to figure out what to do. So 50 cals take out our MG42, Ersatztruppen retreating. We do have some captured T-34-85Rs over here who have managed to knock out some of these Hellcats. We've got more T-34s from the enemy heading our way. Our heavy machine guns having to retreat under fire. Takes 1 casualty so far. More M8s skimming the tree line here. Our 88 just out of sight. There we go. Now we're lined up to shoot down at max range. And I'm moving the 50s into range. We can get outranged by these T-34-85s against the 50 mil. So I want to keep them out of view until we can get within 1,500 meters. More than likely you'd want to be within 1,200 or so. So another T-34 goes down. Ski Jaeger team here is pinned. He won't get surrendered because he's not behind enemy lines. These other guys should be able to rescue him. King Tiger in here, though. Up close. If he can maintain direction on these guys over here, he should be able to kill them all off. MG42 still taking fire. And the Ersatztruppen moving back into position here. I am bringing in a Panzer IV to help support the front line. And our 50 mils are almost in position. 88's still firing. He's got 3 rounds left of AP, and they move back out of the way. MG42 is destroyed. And another T-34 goes down. So the enemy's down to arm rifles squad and that T-34, which just got knocked out. So the enemy's attempt at an initial rush assault has failed. We do have M4 Shermans on our right flank, but everything here able to easily kill those off. The M18 is going to get knocked out by this Pak 38. Perfect. And we've got a Commander Tiger here to back us up. So German equipment really overmatching anything from the Allies so far. Enemy aircraft coming in, P-47D trying to take out our King Tiger. Manages to damage him, but does not knock him down. All of these half-tracks not able to knock out the P-47. P-47s have a tremendous amount of resiliency. We're currently at a 21-11, so this team is losing absolutely massively right now. 5 minutes left to go here in Phase A. Default player dropping help beacon over here. I'm not sure why. But I'm going to move my Ersatztruppen forward. Another recon unit heading in to commit suicide. If he doesn't make a right turn, he didn't. So he will die very shortly. 2nd Panzer IV on the way to the front lines. And I'm going to keep walking this 88 up. And what I'd like to do is get it so I can see like just to here. And so he'll be able to get a firing solution while it makes a turn and knock out trucks and stuff. Ersatztruppen are only 15 points. So you can see I'm going to bring in a whole platoon of them and try to keep pushing the line forward. Our friendly units over here, the Ski Jägers, the more elite infantry, already walking forward to capture enemy territory. Enemy sniper team here firing at the Ski Jägers. But that T-34 is going to suppress them real fast once that 85 starts firing. Let's take a look around the map and this disaster of a game at 1913. Enemies penetrated deeply into our lines right here. We are doing a decent job of holding this area. This is a tough spot to defend and attack. And we're getting pushed off here. This is not hard to defend. We should have had this. And then this flag should not be flipped either. And this one also, like, there's no reason this should be flipped. You can put, like, an infantry guy here and grab that flag. But that's okay. We'll do work down here on the left and see if we can turn this around. So we've captured the 2nd intersection here. And all the Ersatztruppen are coming in. Got another sniper team over here spotting our guys out in the open. And there's an IS-1 who's causing us a headache. Our 88 could probably do something about it. I don't have any resupply trucks until Phase B. So I've only got 3 AP shells until Phase B. So we've got pretty much a company of Ersatztruppen backed up here by a 75mm howitzer half-track. Try to scan through the battlefield here and see what's going on. Heard an M1 Garand shooting. There it is. And the bazooka shell explodes our half-track. But the Infinity Ersatztruppen going to be able to take down these much better equipped arms rifles team. You know, a lot of people dog on the Ersatztruppen, but if you use them right, they can be pretty effective because you can bring them in so many at the same time. I typically try to support it with support them with a tank or a heavy machine gun emplacement. Unfortunately, mine were knocked out. I would have walked them up because they don't have a light machine gun. At the moment, I'm leaving my Panzer IVs back. I really would like to get these recon cars up to spot down the road, as if they were right there, they can see all the way to the other flag. JU-87D3 coming in to take out this M8, and it looks like he's going to be able to get him. And he does. So enemy's blind now. We've got this flag here. So on the left flank, we've captured 2 flags, and we're maintaining the farm over here. Enemy sniper team is getting pinned and will be knocked out shortly. I'm bringing in a guerrilla to provide additional fire support to my infantry. That U.S. truck almost gets knocked out here. We got another American half-track showing up over here. So he just flipped this back with a single squad. Still at a 1913. We've got a bunch of Ski Jägers coming in, hopefully to capture either this flag here or this one here. We'll see what he does. Let me take a look. Okay, so he's dropping them off here, so he might push for both. I've got more of these 45-point PaK 38s. I'm going to drive them into the front line so we can set up and cut off his reinforcement trucks. But in order to do that, we got to wipe out these BAR teams. I did bring in Pioneers with MP44s, so you get 7 MP44s, 2 MP40s, and the grenade bundles. So With the stunning of these guys with that grenade bundle, we should be able to knock them out. And there's a friendly Panzer IV already up here getting fire in on this duck coming in. Unfortunately, it looks like they're missing their shots, but the rest of the team doing a good job of pushing the front line. We've got we've got a company of men over here waiting to do something. So that should be interesting. We're still at a 20-12 though, with a minor defeat in 10 minutes. So Rifles team is facing a lot of fire here and should get knocked out here shortly. Did manage to kill at least one of my guys. I think these are 9-man squads. It might be 10. Another 10, so 2 died off. Bring in that MG42 to support the rest of the Ersatztruppen up here. And then I'm just going to walk everyone forward. So all of these units will end up moving forward. I've got my Guerrilla over here. We've got a light tank rush with some M5 Stuarts. And the BAR team pushes us off the flag here. Want to get this MG42 up into position eventually. And we can knock these guys down. Guerrilla drops a 150 round right in between these two Stuarts. Pak 38 is now in position to start firing at these guys in the intersection down here. Unfortunately, he's just bouncing off the front, and he's taking casualties while doing it. It's a Rhino. Ah, bummer. Yeah, I don't think there's any way a Pak 38's getting through the frontal armor of a Rhino, given that it's like 120 millimeters. Might be able to with the APCR. Yeah, APCR could at like 1,000. So moving my Panzer IV Gs forward to help take out these Stuarts. And I'm going to keep the Guerrilla at range since we don't have much armor. I've also got a Panzer IV here covering the intersection. P-47 coming back in to hit the King Tiger. But he gets knocked off this time. We get more of those MG42s with the AA half-tracks. A Hellcat gets knocked out by our Pak 38 up here. We're still dealing with that Rhino, though. But our Panzer IV, I'm guessing he was... I'm not sure what he was spotting there. I guess there was another Stuart I missed. So my second Pak 38 bouncing off that Rhino. And he manages to take out my recon vehicle, unfortunately. We do have the intersection. We're still losing, though. It's 17-15. But we've done a great job of moving forward quickly to capture territory. So, and this Ski Jaeger company over here managed to capture this flag. Now we're tied at a 16-16. We've got a lot of pieces on the field here. MG42 now in position to start firing at guys. And all these Rifles teams are pinned back there. So we can freely move some of our Ersatztruppen up. Got more T-34s coming in on the right flank. Got a Panzer IV hidden here. We can cut off that intersection. And they're just going to keep firing at the King Tiger unless they change their default shots to something else. If you have all these Hellcats, number one, you do not attack head-on with them. You use them for ambush, so maybe you drive them up to here and wait for them to walk into it. Or you're hiding, you know, back here or something. Don't use them like a tank. They're just all going to die. I think they've only got 65 millimeters of frontal armor. No, 20. Definitely not used for dueling guys with 88s. Panzer IV now in position to lay down MG34 fire on the Rifles team over here in the Light Woods. And I brought in another 88. I kept seeing that P-47 come in, so wanted to have a decent amount of anti-aircraft to go with those 20 mils that are here. Let's take a look around the map while we continue pushing the front line here. We've managed to hold the town. We have not captured this town yet, but we're starting to get infantry into the light woods here. Holding the line here. We've got the bridge back, and we've got this point back, but we're still off of this point. So we are winning, though. Getting these Valkyries up. Because I think I'm actually out of Ersatztruppen. I think I brought in every single one I could. Which I want to gut say is 18 cards. I'm going to place my MG42 right here. That's a decent field of fire. And continue walking these guys forward. And pushing my tanks forward. So the only way he can reinforce this town is going to be through here now. Which we're going to cut off with the Gorilla and the 88. So effectively, unless two players brought in off map and like dropped it all over and scared these guys away, which could easily I don't have any MPs out here, so you could easily scare all these guys off with artillery. But unless that happens, they're never going to retake this sector. And we've got a ton of guys up here. There's a tank here, but it's an M8, so he might take out one T-34. He doesn't. So definitely impressed by the team's aggressiveness and being willing to push units forward. I mean, we pushed them all the way back over here, so good job, teammates. Looks like there's something happening over here. We got 250 cals and some T-34s. So I don't see any anti-tank guns. And these guys don't have anti-tank weapons. So these 47s could knock them out from the side, but it's going to get spotted right away based on distance or blown up by these rockets. I would definitely recommend this player to bring in an anti-tank gun over here, Pack 40 or something similar, and then bring in some tanks to use in here with your infantry. Fighting some tank destroyers now. I did bring in artillery. These Wespies actually, in this match, did very well. I was actually surprised. If you guys stick around to see the stats at the end, they kind of surprised me with how effective they were. I'm guessing a lot of that's due to just the radios and the small circles of shells falling. And we're getting close to knocking out these Hellcats, but so far they've knocked out one of my Panzer IVs. And my Ersatztruppen bottled up here because these guys do have 50 cals. So they're just going to flee in the face of that. JU-87D5 coming in. Can he take down that Hellcat? He might be able to. Doesn't get him. Definitely scared him off. So I've continued pushing forward. This Pack 38, we took out a truck, and this MG42 or a Panzer IV will take them out. Again, they're not going to be able to advance over here. We've got another gun set up here. We brought in another one, and we've got an 88. So dealing with more tank destroyers out here. Again, enemies leaving these out in the open. I understand they can get 2,000 meters of range. You really don't want to do that, though. You want to kind of use them for ambush. Yeah, they're open top, too, so our artillery can drop shells on these guys and destroy them, too. So bring in more Valkyries and then bring in a Panzer III Recon. I think these are really good tanks. They're decently fast. The Long-barreled 50mm gun can penetrate pretty good. The APCR, 150 mils. Over 7,000 rounds of ammo. With the, you know, high optics, so I like them. Looks like our Panzer IV is taking fire from a tank destroyer. And again, just too much equipment here for them to really do anything. I've got a new front line here with Valkyries. The Valkyries have 4 MP44s and 7 K98s with that MG42. They're okay. They're 25-point squad. Paying an extra 10 points for 3 MP44s and the MG42 and that magnetic mine. But we got ski Jaegers here to help pin the enemy. So we're at a 1913 now, completely turning the tables on the enemy. Enemy's got some big guns back here. We definitely kill off our tanks, but I've got resupply on my Westbies, so we can keep dropping rounds on the enemy, and our radio net is all the way almost out to the edge of the map, and we've got him pushed way back. Let's take a look at the rest of the map while we're waiting for everyone else to get to the front. Okay, so we could probably push them out of here. And it looks like we've had difficulty getting past this wall of Cromwells. They do have a Panther in here. So we're going to drop some artillery on that. We're barely holding on this flag, but we got it. Did he bring in a tank? No. Oh, he did. He's got a Tiger right here. So he just took out that T-34-85. Good job. So I'm curious to see if we got artillery coming in here. It says we do. And here it comes. Holy cow. He wasn't kidding. Unfortunately, it didn't quite hit him yet, but he probably will. Now, this enemy needs to retreat. He's going to lose these tanks. These might be 75. They're either the 75s or 105s. Not very big, but this Cromwell is probably damaged already. I had a Ju-88 come in here and drop bombs on that Pantera too. So these 76.2s pushing off the enemy tanks. We knocked out that Sherman over here, and we're down to a couple tank destroyers. There's another Sherman up here. I've moved some of my Valkyrie teams into these light woods, and we've continued going down the main thoroughfare here. We've got a Panzer IV leader in here to give us some more veterancy. And our friendly units have continued to push forward as well. So I'm dropping 105s on any of these guys in here to suppress them. Should be pretty easy for us to overtake everybody here. He gets right out of the truck right as the artillery is coming in. I'm kind of curious. I feel like the Rifles late team would out-suppress the Valkyries, and they do. We're double vetted, too. Not to worry, though. We've got a Panzer III creeping forward. Spotting the Hellcat. He misses. Oh, you can't miss. You're triple vetted, man. Gonna miss on the first shot. All right, he hits on the second shot. And our friendly units take him down. So because we got Valkyries in here, we might flip this flag. We do. And the other M10 tank destroyer, I believe, was destroyed by our Westbies. There's one more in here. And there's a bunch in the back. I do really like these M18 Hellcats, though. They're so fast. Speedy with a big gun. Panzer IV getting fired on by one. And they can outrange us, so... So another Rifles team goes down to the Axis forces, but our Panzer IV is probably not going to be on this planet for very long. with all these Hellcats back here. Whew! 2 misses. Yeah, you better fall back. Wow. This guy's very lucky. Not lucky enough, apparently. So we got, still got 2 Panzer IVs in here, and then this Panzer III. Enemy bringing in spotter vehicle to try and off-map us. He's a little late for that, though. We got too much equipment up here. He's not going to be able to dislodge us. No way. He keeps trying to come through the woods here, but it's just suicide. FW-190 F8 coming in here to take out this 81mm half-track. He does manage to take him down, but there's a Yak-9 on his tail. And he misses sight of his target, but the engine's overheating on it, if you saw in the background. Firing at a Ju-87 over here. Knocks down one. Is he going to get the second one? He does. What a hero. Kills 2 Ju-87 and exfils. Got to move up those 20mm half-track. 88's under attack now by shelling. Another Ersatztruppen team down by the rifles team over here. But our Panzer IV leader now able to spot him, so he's going to be dead. Gorilla was knocked out. Not sure what hit him, but it was probably this tank destroyer right here. I don't think I was zoomed out far enough. I did bring in a Sturmtiger. We've already kind of conquered the town, so maybe a little less useful at this point. We're going to pack 40 up. Really hoping he doesn't get knocked out here by the M10. The M10 seems to have an alignment bug. Oh, that was really close. You can tell when I'm not paying attention. Is he going to make it there? Their Valkyrie team dies off. Exfil, get out. This guy's got to be damaged or something. And he just, did you see, he just like got destroyed. I'm not sure by what. This Tiger here, probably. So we cap that flag after that tank destroyer gets knocked out. And we've got a nice little Panzer duel up here against some BA-10s and captured Panthers. The Panther goes down. That was huge for us, but we do have a Rhino. Panzer IV is destroyed. Will the Panzer III take out any of these vehicles before he's knocked out? Fire! Oh, he misses. Gotta back him off because he's so suppressed. He's gonna get knocked out, and he does anyways. BA-10 gets knocked out by the leader here. This is a risky move to move up this close to the Rhino because he can go through the frontal armor of this. So I'm gonna back him into an ambush position right here. So if he comes forward, we have a higher likelihood of hitting him with a side shot. My Valkyrie is just taking fire from these BA-10s now that they're spotted. Moving my Sturmtiger up. We got 7 minutes to go on the timer. It's a 22-10. A complete reversal of the beginning of the match. Just a piece of advice for you guys who are newer to the game. Don't rage quit, man. You can flip these things. Seen it happen many, many times. You can get frustrated by an initial cheese rush, stuff like that. You just hang on and stick with it. You can do stuff like this. That hero might have just died. You see that Yak-9 falling out. P-47s, IL-2s coming in. HE-111's got their bomb doors jammed. And the IL-2 is taking fire from my 88s. Will he go down? Probably not. I don't have him vetted, so... it's close. So enemy kept pushing Hellcats down here and ammo trucks, so... dropping 105s. He's trying to off-map this area and push through, but again, it just does not... and then our team did a rush to Hellcats. I don't understand this. So I did bring up a Tiger. And that was a big blast. Not sure what that was. So I've redirected my Wespies onto that Rhino. You know, he's going to be the most difficult thing for us to kill off. It's also suppressing these BA-10s. We got another off-map plane coming in here. Not sure if he got off his target or not. Probably. He did go down, though. So, Soviets trying to push through the woods. Doing a good job of knocking out our units, but the two MG42s right here. And a PaK 40 on the road, so good luck. So, Ski Jaegers tried to get across the road here without cover and paid for it dearly by what appears to be mortar fire. Moving up, some spotters for them. We've got an M10 tank destroyer over here. My Sturmtiger is out of range. Would like to get a round out of that guy before the end of the game. We've got a bunch of Bedfords coming in. You can see the artillery shells coming back down on these Ski Jaegers. So my 88's in here to fire on the road, but a little bit slow. I do have my supply truck here, which doesn't seem to be supplying anything. I've been having that bug lately. I don't know if anybody at Eugen watches this channel, but half the time when I bring in the supply truck, it just doesn't supply at all. And then I have to move it again, and it'll start resupplying. It's very strange. So I'm curious to know if our 3 Wespies will take out this Rhino. We just saw a BA-10 go down, but that may have been to a tank. Starting to shell my area here. The Rhino is destroyed, so I'm guessing that was the Wespy. We lose our full munitions truck to rocket fire. We do have another FlaK 37 here. Ju-80 is coming back in. But the enemy has set up anti-aircraft back here. M18 dueling my Panzer up close. Yeah, and he takes him out with one shot. Got a ton of Valkyries back here. I did bring in a BF-109 G6 to try and help with some of the aircraft here. Unfortunately, loses that duel to the P-51. M10 spotting us over here. Sturmtiger sidearm is 90 mils. The SPW-231 does go down to the tank destroyer. Gets penetrated by the Panzer IV. Fires at the Sturmtiger and bounces. Sturmtiger fires his shell. And it is a direct hit. So we got one shell off. 2 minutes to go on the timer here at a 22:10. Panzer IV ambush doing well. Not sure what this guy, he's seeing all these Ski Jaeger pioneers over here. Got a PaK 37 up here. Fortunately, he's taking Zis 3 fire. Got our 88. And we got a PaK 38, and we got a King Tiger up here now, too. He is in very close, though. Definitely would try to keep him back a bit, maybe like at least a year. IL-2s came in. Looks like maybe they were trying to take out my units up here. I am making an armored spearhead here with recon. Got a Tiger, an SPW-231, and a Panzer III. We do end up spotting enemy tanks over here. And we're taking tons of artillery fire. Looks like some Stuarts. Managed to take out one. 1 minute to go. 20 mils firing away at the other Stuart. He sticks our turret, though. Take out a second one. Tiger gets nailed by those AT rockets. He's still up, though. Another plane coming in. Take out my Tiger. Manages to take him down. So we're down to our Panzer III, and we're getting flanked. So he's not going to make it out of there alive. No way. Still have our Panzer IV back here, but he's toast. We've maintained control of all the flags, though. And that is the end of the match. With a minor victory after 35 minutes and 57 seconds, we've captured 22 out of 32 objectives. Take a look at our team stats to see how we did. So we killed off 2125 to 1440. So AT guns, Ersatztruppen each did. They each got a kill. 2 kills. Panzer IV did really well. Morris. The Westby did great. Panzer IV leader did well. Tiger got 3 at the end. Westby again took out that Rhino. So overall, not bad. I personally thought we would see more on here. And okay, so this was that rush at the beginning where he surrendered three squads and killed off one. The Xylophone took out our 88 at the very end. So nothing really standing out here as to doing a lot of damage to us. We did 10% of the kills with 10% of the command points and had 9% of the casualties. So that was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.